in turn will trigger another set of rules, another set of tasks. And now let's say that I'm an administrator and I'm happy with what I got, and the last thing that we will do is just publish it. Basically, I would again get into this dog. I have my English, I have my French. Looks fine to me. Let's publish this. I will just edit. Go up here again. It's up to us. It doesn't have to be this way. This is just an example. We can have whatever we decide, the ways to do it, and whatever task we decide. And then I say, okay, in this case, fine, this is approved. Let's do it. And then say, oops, okay, I have to have a field required by workflow. Please enter a definition. Okay. So before publishing, I really have to have a definition as well. Otherwise, I cannot publish my term. Fine. Here is okay. Let's see now. We have my definition. I have my status and everything. I have the dog and so on. All right. Let's save this. Okay, what happens now? Oh, the dog disappeared. So where did the dog go? Well, let's see. Publish terms. Here is the dog. It's not orange anymore, so it's just the default color. It is in my publish section. And I have the definition and everything. And let's see why this happened. Well, it's basically because of another task that we have, and this is the one. So what this task says is when status is approved, so remember we went into the concept level and we selected status is approved, what should happen? Well, first you set this value of section to publish terms. So up to now it was in the suggestions section, but now that we have this condition, we set the section to the publish term. So basically we automatically move this term to that part of that section, that part of the dictionary, which is publicly available, so everyone can, the majority of the company has access to. And we also set all the process or the value of process status to finalized. Okay, so at the same time we have set this field to finalized. So all the terms are now finalized automatically. We don't have to go for each and say, okay, now you are finalized, are you not, and so on. And also we have a validation here. So this is if you recall, the warning that we got about the definition. This comes from here. So we have a validation that says, also make the definition field required. So I cannot save my new concept or this new term that I just created unless I have a definition. And we can, of course, have more validations. We can have more fields and more rules and so on. So if you think about what we have done here, with just a few tasks, we have automated a great deal of this manual work. Basically, you don't need to send emails outside the system. You just, by changing some status, or even by just saving without changing any status, that triggers a number of tasks. And for instance, someone can be getting a message that, okay, now it's your turn to do something. And then we can also have values in different fields changing and permissions changing as well. And we can also have different branches of the flow. We can have the French and different languages and so on. And also we can backtrack, because if someone on the way, let's say an administrator, thinks, but this is not this is not good, then they can change back to the status that was before. They can also write a little comment, and then the person that was before has to do some work. I mean, they will get the email with the comment, and they will say, oh, okay, the administrator tells me to do this, and I do this change, and then it's fine. So a lot of manual work is automated, and a lot of time is saved. And this is all happening within Termweb. So this is all happening within the tool. This is one big highlight, which I hope you find interesting. And it is also important to note here that all these flows are happening here, but at the same time, another big highlight in Termweb and the functionality is our API. So the documentation you can see here, it's also available in this link, termweb.org. Publicly available. There's nothing that we hide in this manner. And what happens is that you can have a number of tasks happening in this in Termweb, and then depending on this status and tasks, you can also connect through the API to different tools. We have already integration with, for instance, with SDI Trados, Trados 2007. So what you could do is, once we have new term and once it has been validated and approved, send it automatically to my LSPs that are working, let's say if this is the French, with the French translation. And this all happening automatically. As you can see here, the Termweb API is pretty advanced and actually provides access to about 80% of the functionality to Termweb. So not just searching and creating concepts, but also exporting and more. You can have access through this API.